Hello, welcome back to our channel. I thought this evening I'd take a quick coffee break and answer some frequently asked questions from our landlords.
Why use a professional property manager?
A professional property manager will dedicate the time to managing your property to a very high standard, collecting rent, staying up to date with the current legislation, recording and reporting on routine inspections, maintaining maintenance, and also finding, screening and communicating with your tenants on a regular basis. A professional property manager will use streamlined procedures and up-to-date property management software like we do here at Midas Real Estate with Property Tree.
Do I need landlord insurance?
Absolutely yes. We recommend that all landlords protect themselves and their investment with landlord insurance, as from time to time, things can go very wrong. Landlord insurance may cover you when a tenant is not paying rent, vacating the property early, or malicious damage and severe neglect. Landlord insurance is different from building and content insurance.
How often are inspections conducted?
I assume this is a question in relation to routine inspections. We conduct inspections 3 times a year. Owners will receive an inspection report with photos and comments on the condition of the property, and we also outline any repairs or maintenance that may need to be attended to. These inspections are in addition to the ingoing and outgoing inspections that are obviously conducted at the start and end of a tenancy.
How are maintenance and repairs handled?
You will be notified as a landlord of any maintenance and repairs in the very first instance. It is important to note that should an emergency repair occur in the property, the tenant can go ahead and arrange for repairs without the approval of the agent or the landlord as per the lease agreement. This is Queensland legislated, so we can't make any changes to that. We want you though to have peace of mind when it comes to repairs and ensure our preferred tradespeople are fully qualified and insured so your property is maintained to the very highest standard.
Can we talk about gardening, pest control and mould?
Gardening, pest control and mould, we sure can. Look, this is a recurring topic in property management, and the question that really revolves around this is who is responsible? The answer is always landlords and tenants. For gardening, there's major work such as tree lopping, pruning of trees and shrubs, and this is usually carried out by the owner as part of their obligation to keep the property in good repair. This type of work is not carried out regularly, and it usually does require a specialised tradesperson, which is the reason why it mostly falls on the landlord. Now, pests. Pests generally fall under the responsibility of both a landlord and a tenant. It is because the responsibility overall is to maintain the property in a general and reasonable state of cleanliness. Generally, as a property owner, you are responsible for pests and vermin such as rats, mice and termites. The exception being that the presence of these pets was not caused by the tenant's poor housekeeping or lack of cleanliness. So if, example, your tenant has been disposing of perishable rubbish or has been undertaking activities which increase the presence of pets, as a property owner you could argue and win the dispute that it is the tenant's responsibility. As a general rule, if any other pest was present at the start of the tenancy, and this is not during the tenancy, it would be the owner's responsibility. Mould. Mould is a big one. If mould is a result of problems with the property, for example, a leaking roof, it is the owner's responsibility to clean the mould and make necessary repairs. If the tenant causes the mould due to poor cleaning, for example, the tenant continuously allows steam to build up in a bathroom without proper ventilation, then this would result in the tenant being responsible.
Should I accept a pet in my property?
I feel like this is such a regular question. More than 60% of Australians own pets, and so we do recommend taking each application for a pet on its merit. We do investigations and we report our findings back to you for the final decision. The Queensland Government recently proposed a number of changes to Queensland's tenancy laws to ensure safety and fairness in the community. In the summary of changes, they also mentioned that property owners will no longer have or be able to unreasonably refuse a tenant's request to keep a pet. So we're really advocating for educating our landlords on the changes that are coming.
When are lease renewals conducted?
So the residential tenancy agreement has a continuation clause, and what this does is it allows the tenant to continue on or under the same terms and conditions at the expiry of a fixed term continuing lease, unless they receive correspondence from our office stating otherwise, i.e. a notification of increase of rent or a notice to vacate. We will advise our owners of the impending expiry 90 days prior and seek instructions whether another term is to be offered to the tenant and under which terms. And we keep in mind that there is a 60-day notice period which is required to advise the tenants that there is going to be a rent increase, hence why we do the lease renewals 90 days out. It allows us 30 days to negotiate with both landlord and tenant and then issue that notice in time for the lease expiry.
How is my property marketed?
Your property is marketed to ensure the widest possible exposure to attract and qualify tenants. We have used a range of methods in our agency that have proven very successful. One of those is our website. We have a very user-friendly website on which we place all our properties for rental. We are also membered with Australia's leading property software, realestate.com.au, which we feature all our listings through their portal. We also have property alerts to prospective tenants. They can also sign up to receive regular emails of new properties coming on and the available inspection times. Of course, we conduct the open homes and private inspections each Wednesday and Saturday. We conduct these open homes for the properties that are available for rent and the properties that are coming up to be available for rent, and obviously break lease properties. We also encourage the private inspections, and we also have the staff capability to be able to carry these out.
Is my tenant responsible for water charges?
Look, as the owner of the property, you are responsible for managing the utility account and paying all the water and sewerage charges for the property. What you can do is pass on the charges for water consumption, and this will come under usage on the bill, as this is most often a part of the tenancy agreement. Look, we can't provide advice on the amount of water consumption to be included in the tenancy agreement because it is the landlord's decision. As a general guide, the average water usage per living in-service area is about 168 litres per day. There are meter reading notices that are left in the letterbox every quarter by the local utility supplier, and tenants are encouraged to read the meter regularly and alert us if there's any unexplained increases in usage, and they do. Now, under the Residential Tenancies and Rooming Accommodation Act of 2008, tenants can only be charged for water if the rental property is individually metered, the rental property is water efficient, and the tenancy agreement states that the tenant must pay for water usage.
And finally, how do I change over to Midas Real Estate?
Now, this is super easy. Just get in touch with one of our team today. We will send you a Form 6 appointment of agent agreement for you to sign, which appoints our agency to manage the property on your behalf. If you are currently with another property agent, you will generally have to give them around 30 days notice in writing of your intention to change to Midas Real Estate. We of course can give you examples of what needs to be included in the email, and we will contact your existing agent to arrange the pickup of documents and keys. Of course, we will also be in touch with your tenants to ensure that there is a smooth transition and that the tenant is not inconvenienced in the process. Look, thank you so much for tuning in today. I really have enjoyed our coffee catch-up. I'm going to finish my coffee now. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.